Bears' latest podcast, episode 110. That's right. You guys can read the side. We're still talking Bears Packers. Thanks for watching yesterday. Thanks for being a Bears fan all season. I wanted to kick off with Bears Packers talk because we're getting into obviously Ben Johnson shout out later. We'll get into some Pro Bowl voting. We'll get into Caleb's stats. But first, Bears Packers. I'm still thinking. I'm still walking on clouds. Okay, so I live in Wisconsin, right? I married a Wisconsin woman, not a football fan at all. She really couldn't care. But I'm always wearing Bears stuff, always wearing Cubs stuff, always wearing Chicago stuff around the city of Milwaukee. Constantly getting shit talked to. It's always been like their little brother pat on the head, and then I roll over and they rub my belly, and then we go play catch in the park, and it's just been like a little brother, little dog, pet sort of shit talking, you know? Oh yeah, nice game. Oh, who is that? Caleb Haney? What about? Hey, do you know who the Aaron Rodgers was the best Packers quarterback ever? You know who's the best Bears quarterback? Jay Cutler threw more touchdowns to the Packers than he ever did to the Bears. Shit like that. This time, dude, straight up, people are just saying we're cheating. That's awesome. Haven't heard. I've been living here for 10 years. Moved up here from Illinois, living in the city for 10 years. And it's never been like this. And now I'm cheesing. I called the random guy an idiot today, and he just was like, yeah, whatever, you have cheated. Oh, it's awesome. He's like, oh, yeah, how much? I heard this twice today. Well, let's see how big of a fine that guy gets for hitting Jordan Love. I'm not paying it. I don't care. Also, Malik Willis balled out, so it was not quarterback play. It was Bears came back in that game. It's different. That's the whole point of me saying all this. This is just different. It feels different. I genuinely think we heard from Jake from Walla Walla, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. He had a voicemail recently, and he even said, no, if the Bears learn how to pass, it'd be a scary rivalry. Bears might actually learn how to pass. We have an offensive coach. I use this as a microphone. We have the quarterback. We have the coach. And look at these. Super cool. So just wanted to point out, it just feels a little different. Another thing I would love to point out would be Caleb Williams' comeback wins. Bears tweeted out a little something. It was the sixth fourth quarter comeback this season, tied for the most in a single season by a QB under the age of 25. It might feel like I've heard these called butter knife stats, where you get like a little butter knife and you cut off all the excess butter and only have the stat that makes it look good. Under 25, tied for the most in a single, whatever. That's sick. Six fourth quarter comebacks. He's young as shit. He's the man. He is confident. It's just so cool. And just because we're talking about it, let's get back into this. Just as a little shout out to that picture. Yeah, guys, Caleb's the man. I really think that's why people are like kind of nervous. Not nervous, but they're like, oh, damn, dude. This is different. Also, Pro Bowl votes came out on Monday. And at the end of Pro Bowl voting, Caleb and Kevin Byard, top 5 all of NFL, and the Chicago Bears have the most votes in the NFL for any team. That's insane. Kevin Byard has that much love. I'm not saying it's negative. That dude, maybe, I've said it on here before, maybe I haven't. Is he sneaking towards a Hall of Fame career? I know it sounds insane, but since he's been in the league, he's leading the league, leading all of the NFL in interceptions. He goes somewhere and they are just better. Titans were the 1 seed. He went over to, I think he was on the Eagles when they made a run, and now he's here. He's a veteran guy who just constantly gets picks. He's a ball hawk, and now he's a Pro Bowler. And it's just very, very cool to see Bears fans show up like this. Because sometimes you have these seasons and it kind of feels like a fluke, or it kind of feels crazy, and maybe you look back and you kind of forget. No, I want this to be the Kansas City Royals of 2015, I think it was, where all starting 9 were Kansas City Royals. Except this time, it's a big city market with obnoxious fans. We are obnoxious. Be obnoxious. Fan is short for fanatic. Fanatics are weirdos. I talk about this to nobody every single day to my computer. I'm obsessed. Trust me, Chicago's a football town. Cubs could win a World Series. White Sox win a World Series. Bulls win a championship all in the same year. Everyone's going to want a Super Bowl. Chicago is a football town. This makes sense. In addition, I would also like to show bang from Caleb Williams fan. The Bears dominated Pro Bowl voting. First at their position, Drew Dahlman, Kevin Byard, Nashawn Wright, Jonah Jackson, Darnell Wright, Jaquan Brisker, Joe Tooney, Torrey Taylor, Tremaine Edmonds, DeAndre Swift, and Devin Duvernay with Blackwell, Dexter, Caleb, Colston Loveland, Montez Sweat, Tyreek Stevenson, and Theo Benedict, all top 10. Most of them top 5 except for Benedict. Everyone's top 5. Sick. Super cool. Ideally, it'd be cool if we don't see them because that means we're in the Super Bowl. However, we're just going 1 week at a time. We're going to focus in, starting tomorrow's episode, we are going to focus on the 49ers. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the Christmas episodes coming up. I might just pre-record some breakdowns of what the Niners have done. But this is just sick. It's just a very fun time to be alive, be a Bears fan. I've been literally since Saturday night. My wife can attest because she's getting very annoyed by this. I have been sitting just in silence like this, just like looking off in the distance. That was so cool. Dude, that was so cool. What a throw. What a catch, DJ, with the catch. And guess what? If you're a Packer fan and you're saying, congratulations on your Super Bowl, thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. You lost. We actually won that game. That did not feel like a fluky Week 18 thing last year. That was just 2 very good teams. Malik Willis was very good. I do not want to hear the backup quarterback excuse because Malik Willis played very, very well. It's just a very good team. Finally, to close off the episode, we're talking Ben Johnson. I just love Ben Johnson. I just love the guy. I love how he's a psycho. I love how he gets a little amped up, and other times he looks like he doesn't have emotion. It's just one of those guys that is born to be an NFL head coach, it seems like. I genuinely say this in a good way. I don't think anything else matters in his life other than God, football, and his family. That's literally what Vince Lombardi did. That was 100 years ago. But it's 2025. Countless distractions, ways to make money. Obviously, he gets paid a lot of money being an NFL head coach. Stadium stuff going on. All these injuries, easy to make it. I just think the dude's a psycho. I think he's in a city that people forget is also full of psychos. People, my brother-in-law. He is a season ticket holder, and I've seen him in front of my little 1.5-year-old niece get really mad at a game. And there's things online where it's if your kid sees you get mad at games, what are you going to do? He doesn't give a fuck, dude. He is letting that little girl grow up knowing it's Bears first. It's Bears. If it's Sunday and if we're near Chicago, we're going to the game, we're watching the game. That's kind of what the rest of the city of Chicago was born and raised on. May seem crazy, but there's a lot of fan bases like this. Most of the other fan bases have seen a lot of success. Bears don't see that much success, so hopefully we get to show that we're still insane psychos. Loud stadium, weird putting helmets on the lion at the museum in Chicago, stuff like that. That's it, episode 110. We're just doing a bunch of shout-outs. It's a glaze fest. One last look. Check that out. Insanely cool. Episode 110, Bears' latest podcast. Colton St, your host. Shout out. I love you, Ben Johnson. I love you, Caleb. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys tomorrow. Comment, subscribe. Peace and love.